it? Would you still want me? Cause babe, I want it. Do you still want me? I got a bag of money, honey, and it don't belong to me. Took it from a man that had it coming, so you know it wasn't free. We'll load this Smith and Wesson up and take our horses east. And if we run into any trouble, we'll leave them in the crimson streets. Darling, you fell in love with the famous man. See my pictures posted everywhere across the land.
Sweet. What's going on? Out here shed hunting today. It is the end of October. I actually just went to a wedding for my buddy Isaac, and on the way home I decided to just stop somewhere, stay the night, and go shed hunting in the morning. So that is what we're doing this morning. It snowed a little bit last night, but it's melting pretty quick. So yeah, never hiked this spot. Looking for elk sheds or whatever I can find, but targeting elk sheds. And so yeah, I'm gonna get working through cedars and just hopefully kick up some elk sheds. So let's go see what we can find. Well, I've been hiking for a couple hours, not finding anything. I believe that is a super old chalk. Yeah, booyah. Old, crusty chalk deer shed. But it's something. We're getting up here pretty high. Kind of worried when I dump over this next ridge, it's gonna have a lot more snow over there. But it's a little more open country, more glassable stuff, so if there's not snow it could be good. But yeah, we're on the board. I'm not gonna count that on my shed count or anything. Yeah, it's a old junker. I don't even think I'm gonna take it. I don't know. I might pack it around just to have something in my hand. But anyways, let's keep looking. I've been in elk sign a little bit. It's really hard to read the sign with the snow. Mostly just looking for rubs. I've been in some rubs, but not a ton. Probably mostly fall rubs if I had to guess. So yeah, definitely is elk tracks from recently, the past couple months. But other than that, it's hard to read sign. But we're gonna keep on trekking and see what else we can turn up. Well, I'm not sure what I just walked up on, but booyah. Looks like an old chalk. Yes, sir. Dang. Been there a lot of years. That's a sweet shed. It's been there a long time. Dang. It's an awesome buck, though. Get a pickup of that one. That's pretty cool. Here's this deer shed. Dude, that's an old buck. Look at that thing. That is a rad deer shed. Just way old. Looks like he was a super old buck, though. I mean, just gnarly, crabby forks, but just a gnarly freaking deer. Love that main beam. But it is junk chalk. And it's been baking up here for who knows how long. Long time. That's a cool deer. Dang. Well, I'll probably strap it on the pack just cause, but yeah, I don't know. It's in bad shape. It's not worth anything. Can't do anything with it. But it's a pretty awesome shed. Might just flake to pieces by the time I get off of here. Yeah, that's cool. Big old rock. Dang. It has been a minute, but I worked down to this lower country. The upper country seems to just, the elk don't seem to be up there in the winter. From the research I've done out here, well, I've spent quite a bit of time out here. But yeah, from the homework I've done and what I know, the elk kind of like to be low. So I dropped back down low. It's melted off nicer down here anyways, and a lot of brand new elk sign, but finally I'm walking through the trees here. There's a freaking elk shed. Let's go. Not a very big one by any means. Might be a brown from this last spring. It's an elk shed though. I'm stoked about that. Honestly didn't know if I was gonna find one today, but we are on the board. Like I said, by no means is it a giant. Man, am I thrilled to find an elk shed. Yeah. Hopefully there's a big one in here. Yeah, I'd say that's brown from last year. From this last spring. Still got the wax ring on it, on the base. So, cool devil tine. Yeah. Freaking elk shed, baby. It's a good sign. We're gonna keep zigzagging around through this low stuff and hopefully kick something else up. Looking for something big, hopefully, but I'll take whatever I can get. Sweet! What's happening? Well, it is day 2 out here looking for elk sheds. Just started hiking. I think a lot of this stuff gets hit, but I'm just looking for leftovers, and I know that there is a chance you could find something big out here. That's why I'm out here looking. I got places where I could look for deer sheds all over out here and do pretty good, but I'm just looking for a freaking giant elk shed. But that being said, booyah. On the board already. A little 2-point. Year 2 old. Sweet. Very nice. But yeah, we will take it. It's pretty obvious, so it gives me hope. But anyways, just working cedars, lowland cedars, kind of sucks, but it'll pay off if I find a big one. So let's keep going. I just moved spots. I put in 3 miles in the low country, and there just wasn't enough elk sign to really keep me there. And there was sign, but there wasn't like rubs and stuff like typically there is where I find elk sheds. So I moved up to some new country, exploring. Just crossed one big canyon. Just getting to these fingers that I think look really good. Booyah. Looks like I got a decent deer shed. Sweet. 3-point brownie. That's awesome. I think there could be elk sheds up here, but there's a deer shed. The whole way up here there was signs and stuff saying like winter range and I don't know, indicating that there's animals that are up here, so that's awesome. Yep, got a nice little deer shed, so let's get it picked up. Yeah, it's actually wider on the back, but yep, I'd say that is last year's brown. Well, this year's brown, but last spring, so cool. We will take it. What do we have here? Booyah. Just a little one. Little old chalk 2-point. But it's some. I might have to do some zigzags around right here because this is an awesome looking spot, and yeah, I've never been here, so I think there could be a handful of deer sheds in here if I just work this country, but starting to pick up a couple. Well, I think I might have glassed up a spike from a little ways away, so we'll walk up here together and either be disappointed or yeah, I don't know. Sure looks like it. Oh yeah. Booyah. Can't believe I saw that thing. Big old spiker chalk. That's crazy. Well, let's keep moving. Well, just made it out. There's the poverty pile. Didn't do fantastic, but had a lot of fun exploring new country. I just ended up putting in like 4.5 more miles, or 5.5. No, I think I did 5.5 on that one. So yeah, good day. Good couple days just looking for sheds. Tell you what, it's a lot better than a day at work. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna get back after it here real soon. So, but I'm gonna get headed home. Have quite a ways home, so I'm gonna continue my way that way and get back after it here shortly. Thanks for watching.